Hello everybody, I am just outside Stoke Bruerne on the Grand Union Canal and I'm making my way up to Blisworth and Gayton. That's where I'm walking today along the towpath. It's absolutely stunning here and it's a new year, new start to my photography and boating. Roll the titles. So you might be wondering, why am I on the Grand Union Canal? Well, the reason why is because the River Nen is still in flood. Yes, I still can't go out on Teasel, she's still moored up, and I'm paying lots and lots and lots of money for her not to be used, which is a bit of a waste. So I'm here on the Grand Union Canal just north of Blisworth to have a look and basically to check out the canals and see whether life on the canal might be better than life on the river. Who knows? Let's find out.
In places, it was clear to see where the River Nen had breached its banks. Water continued to run off the flood meadows and into the river, creating a fast and unpredictable flow.
In the dark of the night, would you stay by my side? Could I open my eyes and find you? The light is breaking free. I can feel these golden waves crashing all around me.
It was a wonderful sight to see boats of all shapes and sizes out for a winter cruise.
I can see these golden skies wrapping all around me. Thin light in a dark room, slow burn as it pulls through. Wake up when it finds you over and over and over again. Thin light in a
Yeah, so this episode is more about boating rather than photography. Boating for me and the photography go hand in hand. So when I'm looking for location, I want to be in a nice location, somewhere that inspires me as well. So I'm taking that into consideration. A place that can inspire me. There's certainly on the towpath you can just moor anywhere, and that has to have its advantages, especially when you get beautiful days, well, like today, but you get beautiful conditions as well. You could just moor up, jump off and get a few shots, or even get a few shots when you're cruising along. So another thing to consider. But yeah, certainly location is very, very important to me when I'm choosing where to cruise.
Watching boats passing and knowing that Teasel is stuck because of the rise of the river levels was indeed very frustrating.
What is great just walking along the towpath is that actually I feel relaxed already, and that's the feeling that I get as soon as I get onto the river. So the canals are having the same effects. They're relaxing me straight away, and we all live stressful lives, and I certainly do live a stressful life, and it's one of these things where you can actually just escape and just relax by the river or the canal. And I'm really glad actually that I'm getting the same feeling of the canals that I am on the rivers as well. So another thing to factor in.
After all of the rain we had been having recently, the towpath was so muddy and slippery that every step felt like two, and the weight of the mud on my boots was getting heavier and heavier.
I mean, this is simply incredible. The water is so calm and so still. It's beautiful.
Part of my walk was up and over the famous Blisworth Tunnel.
I've just been walking along the towpath and met some really nice people, and that's it on the canals as well. There's a really lovely sense of community with boaters, walkers, and it's really, really nice. But you get that on the river as well. The River Nen, I've been cruising on the River Nen now for the last 5 years, and there is a real sense of boating community there, and people that enjoy the river, and it's absolutely amazing how people get together, just that interest that they have of being the outdoors, and people help each other out on the river, and I'm sure that is the case on the canals. In fact, I know that is the case on the canals as well, and it's that community spirit that is really, really good. And again, you know, it all counts, canal or river, canal or river. So I think, yeah, I think they're both equal in terms of community. The people are nice who you meet on the river. Everyone is like-minded. Everyone helps everybody out as well. So, the pros and cons of the canal versus river. Well, first of all, the mooring. The mooring at the marina that I was looking at on the Grand Union Canal is quite a lot more expensive than the mooring that I currently have with Teasel. So I've got to weigh in that factor. But then on the same hand, you can still cruise all year round. Whereas at the moment, I can't cruise because the river is in flood. And it is so frustrating.
I have to say that I was blessed with such a beautiful day, and the scenery along the canal was just improving and getting better and better all the time. I was very close to the Northampton Arms, so couldn't resist taking a look.
I do apologise I haven't done any photography in this video, but it's not about photography, it's about the location of the boat, and it's about trying to sort out a future for Teasel, and I think trying to sort out a future for my boating as well, to actually just keep the cost down, make sure it's cost effective, because boating is very expensive. So I've got to factor that in mind, and then I will concentrate again on the photography. So there is going to be way more photography to come. Well, I'm asking myself the question, what to do? Okay, the canals are absolutely fantastic, but there is that extra cost involved. It is going to be more expensive to come onto the canals. I've got to factor in mooring. I've also got to factor in a new license as well. So it is going to be more expensive. If I go 3 more months on the river where there's flood warnings and it's not navigable, I've seriously got to consider whether it's worth investing in the canals, whether it's worth coming onto the canals or not. So have I decided what to do, whether to stay on the rivers or go onto the canals? To be honest, I don't know yet. Only time will tell. I think I will probably give it till spring and see what happens in the springtime. If we have more rain, then I think it does make sense to come onto the canal.
I found a lovely spot on the Grand Union Canal to rest. It's lovely. I've walked so far, my feet are really hurting. But it's been well worth it. The winter light is just spectacular. It's almost like golden hour for the whole day. It's lovely, stunning. Double thumbs up from me.